Hello folks, we come to the part 4 video of this exercise 13.1 where we were doing these problems from limits, and yeah, so let's continue with our problems over here. The 21st problem says that limit as x tends to 0 cosec x minus cot x. Nothing seems to be so dangerous, so maybe we can directly substitute and get the answer. Cosec 0 minus cot 0. So cosec 0 is 0 and cot 0 is not, it's cot 0 by sin 0. I don't know. So direct substitution may not be so very advisable. Limit as x tends to 0 1 by sin x minus cos x by sin x. So limit as x tends to 0, 1 minus cos x whole by sin x whole by sin x. So that will be what? 2 sin squared x by 2 and 2 sin x by 2 cos x by 2, using all kinds of formula 2, and then what are we left with? Limit as x tends to 0 tan x by 2. So that way it will go to 0. Not directly, it is not going to 0, it's creating trouble. Actually, when we directly substitute, it's creating a little bit of trouble. You know, you're getting one term as 0 and the other term as undefined, and then that will not help us to give a proper answer. So we kind of solved it and finally determined that the answer is 0. Okay, the next problem is limit as x tends to pi by 2 tan 2x by x minus pi by 2. We've seen such problems earlier where we say that such kind of things, you know, we're not able to apply the result directly. We try to get it converted, everything in terms of u, and then try to apply u so that get the answer. So what we will do here is we'll make a small substitution. Let u be x minus pi by 2. Then in that case, what is x? Pi by 2 plus u. Right. So now what will happen is, and then limits you have to decide. As x goes to pi by 2, what happens to u? U goes to pi by 2 minus pi by 2, u goes to 0. So now your given now becomes what? It becomes limit as u going to 0 tan 2x. That means it is tan 2 into pi by 2 plus u. So 2 times pi plus 2u by 2. So it's like tan pi plus 2u on solving. And here it is u. So like that, it is limit as u going to 0. Pi plus is in the third quadrant, and third quadrant is tan quadrant. So therefore it will become tan 2u by u. And you know that if you have to apply the formula here, this has to become 2u, but that's easy. What we do is we will get the 2 here, and then we'll get the 2 in the denominator also, so that the overall value doesn't change, but at the same time you have it in standard form. Now this is in standard form whose limit is 1. So 2 into 1, the value is 2. This is 1. We all know. Limit as theta tends to 0 or x tends to 0, sin x by x is 1. Limit as x tends to 0, tan x by x is also 1. So like that you get the value as 2. So we are done with this. Then we go to the next problem. Now you are getting into, see, these kind of problems are very important from your next year continuity. There is a concept called as continuity in the 12th standard, and there we have problems of this kind. So if you are very well versed with these problems, those are like child's play. But the problem is, when children take this slightly, over there it becomes difficult. So it's very good if you take it very seriously and try to learn this properly. Then there your work, you don't have to put much work. Actually these problems are, this problem is coming just like that in the 12th textbook. So it's good if you learn it well over here. Okay, so we're going to the 23rd problem, which says that it's a breakup definition. You know, there is the domain is breaking up into 2 parts, and it's getting defined in 2 ways, right? You don't have a uniform definition like this. There are 2 definitions. The function is defined over here, just one definition, but here it's not like that. There are 2 definitions. from here to here, so much. From here to here, so much. Like when you are traveling, no, for the first kilometer, you pay so much charges, and then every other kilometer, then you pay some other charges, something like that. So till x less than or equal to 0, one function. Then all the values which are where x is greater than 0, some other function. Okay, so the question says that, I think this is easy. I think I'll do this first. See, they say, therefore, limit as x tends to 1 f of x. And before that, no, I think it's advisable if I draw this and show you. Well, see, the domain is like this. There is x here, sorry, there is 0 here, and then this is everything that's less than or equal to 0, where you include 0, and then this is a portion where x is greater than 0. Here the function is defined as 2x plus 3, and here the function is defined as 3 times x plus 1. Now your 1 is here, that means the definition is this, right? So limit as x tends to 1 f of x is basically limit as x tends to 1 3 times x plus 1. These are like simple polynomial functions. Polynomial functions are very trouble-free functions. So you can directly substitute, it will not give you any trouble. So let's go in for a substitution. So what will happen? It will be 3 times 1 plus 1. That means 3 times 2, which is 6, because this is 2. So 3 into 2, 6. Got the answer as 6, and that is done. Now, when we are doing this limit as x tends to 0 f of x, here we are learning a new concept. Okay, what's a new concept? They are asking us to find out the limit as x tends to 0. X tends to 0 means very close to 0, but not 0. Okay, but very close to 0 from which side? From this side also it is correct, from this side also it's correct. Both are tending to 0, correct? So, and we are confused which definition to use, because we've got two definitions. So then in such cases where there are two definitions at a certain point, we calculate something called as left limit, and we calculate something called as right limit, and we check. If both the limits are same, then we decide that limit is this particular value. But if both limits are different in value, then we say limit does not exist. So that is how it is going to happen. Here we have a typical case like that. At 0 from left side, limit function is different. At 0 from right side, function is different. So we are going to apply it, and we are going to see how the values are going to work out, and if the values are tallying, then the limit is existing. If the values don't tally, then we'll say that the limit is not existing. As simple as that. So let's proceed and let's see. So there's a way of writing. For limit as x tends to 0 f of x, left limit from this side. So for a shortcut, no, we write it as limit as x tends to 0 minus, means left side of 0, f of x, which is limit as x tends to 0 left side, so it is 2x plus 3. That's it. Then of course it's a polynomial function, it's a matter of substituting, right? So it's 2 into 0 plus 3, which is 3, and right limit. Let's check the right limit, and the right limit is limit as x tends to 0 plus f of x, which is like limit as x tends to 0. Once you define the function, there's no need of direction. 3 times x plus 1, where x is 0, it's like substituting. So it's like 3 into 1, 3. Oh yes, it's tallying. Left limit and right limit is the same value, so limit is existing. See, since left limit is equal to right limit, or you can write this step, is equal to right limit. Therefore, limit as x tends to 0 f of x will work out as 3, right? So got both these values. So got this 6 also. Limit as x tends to 1 f of x is 6, we got 1, and the other one we got. Very interesting. Yeah. So henceforth, I think all the problems are going to be like that, where we have to check left and right and then decide. Okay, this have written half the question. 24, there is a breakup function, and then they ask us to find out limit as x tends to 1 f of x. There is a problem at 1, limit as x tends to 1 f of x. So it's like this. Wherever the value of x is 1, this is x less than or equal to 1, x greater than 1. In this case, the function's value is x squared minus 1, and here the function's value is minus x squared minus 1. So if they ask us to find out limit as x tends to 1 f of x, obviously we are going to see the left limit and right limit, and then we are going to check how it is going to come. So like now we have got used to, we know it, what we have to do. So here directly we'll write left limit from left side. That means limit as x tends to 1 from the left side f of x. So what is the function? It is very clear to us that the function is x squared minus 1. Now it's a polynomial function, so there is absolutely no harm in substituting. So we're going to substitute 1 squared minus 1, that is 1 minus 1, 0. So, and then we also are very quick to find out the right limit also. Right limit. It's like limit as x tends to 1 plus f of x. That is limit as x tends to 1 minus x squared minus 1. So, on substituting, it is minus 1 squared. Minus 1 squared, which is 1. Minus 1, it's minus 2. Just check, left limit is not equal to right limit. The limit is not existing in this case. Yeah. Perfectly okay? Yeah. So therefore, the left limit is not equal to the right limit. So, limit as x tends to 1 f of x does not exist. That's it. Then next, very important, as I said, this problem is appearing in your 12th standard book also. It's been asked in the board exam. Yeah, so like that's how it is. So for x not equal to 0, again I have written only part of the question. What does the question say? X as tends to 0 f of x. You have to find what is limit as x as tends to 0 f of x. So here again we are not giving much thoughts. See, but actually the definition is not changing. Okay, at not 0 and at 0. Those are the definitions. But modulus we know is a sign changing affair, right? On the left hand side, modulus is defined as minus x, left hand side of 0. Modulus of x is defined as minus x, and on the right hand side of 0 it is defined as plus x. That's where the problem is. I think I will indicate it. Whenever x is 0, on this side the function will be defined as minus x by x, but here it will be defined as x by x. See the difference? Because modulus of x is minus x when we have it on the negative side, but at the positive side it will become x by x. So like that, they are two different definitions, but you deal with it. So left limit right away, we're not wasting any time. Left limit, what is it? Limit as x approaches 0 from the negative side f of x. So limit as x tends to 0, modulus will become minus x because it's on the negative side. So this is coming as limit as x tends to 0 minus 1, which will be just minus 1. And the right limit is limit as x tends to 0 plus f of x. That is limit as x tends to modulus of x is positive x by x. So value wise it is 1, or limit as x tends to 0, 1. There it is minus 1, here it is 1. Values are different. So left limit is not equal to right limit, and therefore limit does not exist. So that's all about this part, and then we have a few more problems. We'll be taking a new video for the remaining part. Thank you.